Hello, beautiful Love Goddess. Welcome to another Love Goddess podcast recording. I'm your host, Katya Melvin, and today I want to talk on how the whole Love Goddess idea came about and how the brand started in the first place. And if you followed me for a while, you know that I started with being a boudoir photographer, and we grew, and it's been 10 years since then, and we are at a point where we are now opening a Lovegodesss studio that's not only going to focus on boudoir specifically, but also going to incorporate the dance classes, sensual flow movement. I'm also the only thing that kept me through all these years and has made me successful is my spiritual work, and spirituality has become the most important part of my life, and that is also what we do in the Lovegodesss studio. The key is with whatever we do in the Lovegodesss brand, our conviction is that spirituality and sexuality is literally the same thing. It's tapping into our own authentic core, into our own kundalini energy, into what makes us feel alive, feel happy, feel recharged, feel like a woman again, right? It is our core belief and core philosophy that spirituality and sexuality go hand in hand. When other brands will teach you that, hey, I'm just gonna give you like how to look sexy and how to dress, and like spirituality is not even in the picture, we are helping you to become the wholesome woman in your life who is able to use the energetics of manifesting when you are working on becoming your best version and manifest your best life, all while being the sexual woman within, all while having the most amazing relationships and adventures in your life, all while building your irresistible life. It is our core principle. It is something we are non-negotiable about. It is something we are standing very, very strong. It's a wholesome process. It's not enough to just develop one side of your personality and then leave out the others, right? It is so important that all the areas, how we look, how we dress, how we feel, are all aligned. And we are teaching sexuality from powerful manifesting perspective, and it is very, very sacred energy for us, right? When I started off as a boudoir photographer, I started seeing transformations in women. When I started seeing transformations in women, the coach in me has been reawakened, I would say, because I was trying to be a coach in the first place, and that didn't work out. So I found myself in photography, and then I found a path to coaching again, right? And so I started noticing change in women. I started noticing how they become empowered, how they start loving themselves, how they start treating themselves better, how they start tapping and looking and loving themselves better, right? And as a Love Goddess philosophy, we are approaching everything from the spiritual and sexual perspective, right? So if we are creating the amazing irresistible life is what I call it, we are using the laws of spirituality, of replenishment, and using the energetic principles that are available to us through divine guidance, through divine support, through all the energies that are available and working for us to open up the paths to manifesting our most amazing life. But also, not to forget, and nobody is doing that, I swear to God, nobody is teaching you the path to sexuality through spirituality without being all woo-woo and crazy and like tantra. Like, it is important. I'm just taking all of that and putting them into very simple modern words, modern ideas, modern concepts, that you can already use and incorporate in your own life as a modern woman. It is so easy to get lost in these terms and terminologies and like tantric like philosophies, and all of that is important. We just simplifying all of that and putting into very easy to understand concepts and very easy to understand philosophies that we are all about here in the Lovegodesss brands, right? And so sexuality is super important because your sexuality and your spirituality are connected. You are creating through your sexuality in pretty much literal sense, because you're creating kids out of thin air if you think about it. So you are using your sexuality is your creative energy. And nowadays we think creative energy is like a paintbrush and a set of paints. And your creativity is far beyond that. Your creativity, your imagination, your ability to imagine the world better than your own for yourself, your ability to shift into a new woman that you're becoming is due to your imagination and your creativity, which is your sexuality in the first place, right? So a lot of concepts, they all intercept, and we are putting them into very easy to understand chewable pieces here in the Lovegodesss not Academy, but also in the Academy as well, in the Lovegodesss philosophy. And when you're going through this entire journey, which consists of multiple layers, right? I've already shared about the 3 archetypes. I will touch on the 3 archetypes in a second. But when you're going through the Lovegodesss journey, it is important that at each level you are opening up to even bigger version of yourself, and opening up to even bigger version of yourself. And so it starts with being a femme. And these are the archetypes I created and I produced. So when you are working through each archetype, you will find yourself in each archetype. You might not be at the highest level yet, but you might be at the lower level or mid-level as you are growing and expanding in your life. Let me grab a little bit of water and I'll be continuing. Excuse me. The first archetype is femme. Femme is someone who would be interested in just turning herself on, feeling excited, feeling alive, feeling like a woman again, feeling sexually aroused, feeling turned on. This is the woman that would come and work with us for her boudoir session or a dance class. She would be the woman who will be signing up for our app, where she can tap into the laws of sexuality, how to present herself. This is the woman that does not necessarily see herself needing transformation. This is the woman either at the beginning of the journey or the woman that just not gonna need the growth that we are offering in the other archetypes. The next archetype, though, is a woman that recognizes she wants to become confident. She wants to come to her power. And the next level is the level of a Lovegodesss. The level of a Lovegodesss, this is where you tap into your masculinity, actually. And this is the level where you learn to be confident, you learn to set boundaries, you learn to stand up for yourself, you learn to understand who you are becoming empowered. You're stepping into your own power, and in my mind, this is the woman who stands up to her abusers, to people who have not, who underappreciated her, who have not treated her better, who have laughed at her. These are women who are standing up into their powerful self through the journey of being a Lovegodesss, and also creating that erotic charge in her relationships when she stands up into that power too. Because once the woman stands up into her power, and if her husband is powerful, this is where we having a danger of two magnets being separating, right? So it's very important to have the level and the art of shifting, which we teach in the next level, the level of Cleopatra. We teach this in the Love Goddess, and we touch and we definitely learn, but we really learn the ongoing daily shifting into your feminine self, and when you're ready to shift into that feminine self. So Cleopatras are my women who want to live the irresistible life. They're just now stuck in their masculine. They discovered their confidence, they started believing in themselves, they started manifesting, but they also are very stuck into, most of them are business owners, they're very stuck into running their business and just very, very masculine place of trying to control things, and life is not fun. It's really hard. They're always burned out, they're overwhelmed, they're exhausted because all they do is operate from their masculine energy instead of their feminine energy, and balancing and recharging. So in the Cleopatra level, we are really tapping into how the art of shifting, how to find that balance, and how to use our spiritual energy to manifest over hustle. A little bit of work that is inspired work will be required to move things along, but it will not require that level of mountain moving power that just like drains us, right? And so this is what we do with Cleopatras. So far right now, like my fams are women who are signing up for the app, who are doing the Boudoir session, who are coming in for dance classes to maintain that level of adventure, sexuality, and turn on and feel alive. All of the levels, Cleopatra and Lovegodesss, they need that. That's their tools to tap back into their feminine, right? But Lovegodesses also need a transformation into their power, and Cleopatra's needs to soften up that power, right, with the feminine principles, and this is your full circle. So with Lovegodesses, we do this through a group coaching program called Lovegodesss Academy. With Cleopatras, we have a Cleopatra circle, and these are also my one-to-one coaching clients. So I can't wait to hear which one you fit in or which one you belong to. Let me know in the comments. Also, we are launching in May our app and all that comes with it, the free version and the paid version. And if you want to stay in touch and know what this is all about, please make sure to click the link below in the description to sign up on a wait list, because we will be sending out an email to those people on the wait list. And possibly a text message to people on a wait list who are ready to embody and become alive, sexy, and beautiful, right? All those people that, all those women that are in my femme category. So with that, my beautiful goddess, I'm gonna let you go and have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon.